Final question from me before you, if you want to ask us a couple more before you go. Respect the Polygon. By the way, I think the Defense Department should hire you because then they could respect the Pentagon.
I think you invented that.
But anyway, why? I know there's a corny question, but it's legit. Why is it a what's it called? A polygon. Well, instead of a rectangle or a square or a circle. Is that just a shape that the Weather Service picked out?
So what happened April 27, 2011?
Okay.
And by the way, read his book.
Yeah.
Read his book. I'm jealous of you.
Read all of them.
I'm jealous of you.
Well, your book is amazing too. All you can do is pray.
You
Beautiful
can
book.
put into words things that I can't say. But we were all here that day. For those that were not, we had 62 tornadoes in one day that killed 252 people on my watch. That's inexcusable for anybody in the weather enterprise or the public. These were precious people that died. Precious. You know some of them. I think we all do. I've memorized almost every single name. I know these people. I know who they were. I know their stories. But the warnings were so good. In some cases, everyone, all 62. And listen, it wasn't hard. It was easy. The tornadoes were violent. They were easily detectable on radar. You could see them in many cases. And yet all these people died. What went wrong? And what we learned that day is that what we do is not enough. And again, I'm an electrical engineer that changed to meteorology. I know nothing about communication or human behavior. We're asking people to change their behavior when there's life-threatening weather. I know nothing about that. Nothing. And so we've gone to social scientists, and these people are brilliant, and they've taught us what we need to do. And every goofy saying I have, including respect to Polygon, is born out of social science data.
Interesting. Okay.
Because people don't understand how tornado warnings are issued. Most people in 2011 thought that warnings are issued by county. No, they're not. We issue warnings for a small part of the county. You don't need to warn all of Jefferson County if there's a tornado in Warrior up there in north of Birmingham. You're down here in Hoover and you don't need to do anything. So we define the danger with smaller chunks of a county, and we use geometric shapes, polygons, to define the danger, and they fan out to allow for room for error in case the tornado changes direction.
Gotcha.
And so that respect to polygon saying came out of the fact that people didn't understand polygons back then and how warnings are issued. All these goofy things I do, there's a reason for that based on social science studies.
Except the state bird.
Yeah, that's not.
It's the trampoline.
What is it? What?
That was one of the greatest lines.
That is
up there with West.
No.
He's always posting about the state bird. He's been
every time we have a thunderstorm, I'll have 25 pictures of trampolines and trees, power lines.
Yeah.
The best are these people. I don't even own a trampoline, and now there's one in my front yard. I have no idea where it came from.
You wait long enough, you'll get one.
You got a visit from the Alabama State Birds. I mean, just maybe use some ground stakes or something. We just don't do that here.
Here's one piece of advice I have gotten consistently from friends of mine who have kids, and obviously I'm a little bit older when I had my kids. All of them, don't get a trampoline. Do not get a trampoline. If you want your kid to get hurt, go ahead and get a trampoline.
A lot of things can go wrong here. From the
Not
state
a lot of things
bird
can go right.
to your kids hurting themselves, and you're down at the ER with your child. So